The first point of entry to your Peaqs experience is in your email inbox. Everything starts with your admin inviting you via email, so make sure you've received the email. It has the subject line, Peaqs, invitation to become an investor. The admin may have invited you to join the Peaqs session as an entrepreneur tool. In that case, you'll receive an email about this as well. We have another video explaining how to get started as an entrepreneur, but for now, we'll focus on the investor role. So, check for the invitation mail in your inbox and check your spam filter just in case. And if you're still not getting the email, ask your administrator, in most cases this would be your teacher, if they remembered to invite you and if they are using the correct email. Once you've opened your mail, there's some instructionary information you should make sure to read carefully. And at the bottom you'll see a guide to get started. You should notice one very important thing, which is to use a Chrome browser the first time and every time you use Peaqs. The system runs over an internet browser, and we've chosen Chrome because it's free, reliable, and one of the safest browsers out there. If you log on via an unsupported browser, we can't guarantee that your Peaqs session will work in its entirety. So it's really important to use Chrome. Okay, let's assume you're using Chrome, have received the invitation mail, and want to get started. Press the link at the bottom of the invitation. Then you're taken to a page where you can create your username and password. Like any other web service, save the password in the browser if it asks you, or make sure to write your password down for next time you need access to Peaqs. So now you're in, and you have arrived at the page called Market Overview. Right now it's empty because it's a brand new market. But in reality, you're done setting yourself up. Once the market opens with projects to trade, you can start investing your credits. Every investor starts out with 10,000 credits to trade, and each project starts with a basic valuation of 100 credits. As an investor, it's of course only interesting to have projects to invest in. So let's move on to a market that's a bit more developed. Okay, we're in as an investor in this market, and we're exploring all the great projects to start investing in. We can even see the valuation of the projects in the top here. And to your right, there's a leaderboard with the top 10 projects and top 10 performing investors. Okay, let's say I want to invest in this one right here. At the very top, there's our engagement section where you'll find the buy-sell option. So I'm investing a few credits here. So it prompts me if I exceed my funds. I'll just buy a small amount. And in the right-hand corner, I get a confirmation, so all is good. To the left, you'll see an overview of my portfolio. Current balance, current liquidity, which are the funds here I have ready to spend that aren't tied up in other investments. The number of shares you own in this project or asset, the current worth, and finally a help function telling you how many you can buy with the funds you have. All this info is actually available in greater detail on your Manage Profile page. Here you can scroll down and see your performance as an investor with balance, available funds, and ranking. Going down a step, there's an overview of all your current positions called current assets. And one step lower, there's an overview of your investment history. So these are the basic functions of your investment options. However, there are a handful of rules or limits that we've set to trading that you should know. First of all, as you've probably noticed, it's not an advanced stock market system as you'd see in real life. It's more of a fun way to drive engagement in a platform. You can trade and compete to become the best investor, or use it as a driving mechanism to gain more insight into the projects on the platform, which is really useful if you're also an entrepreneur on the platform and you'd like to get inspiration from other projects who are at a level stage of progress as you are. Remember that we said in the beginning of this video that you can be invited to the platform with a dual role as investor and entrepreneur, which by the way also limits you in the sense that you can't invest in your own project. Another rule we've set up in the stock market is that you can only buy and sell once per project per Peaqs phase. So every time a new phase opens, there are 4 in total, you get an email in your inbox telling you that there's another phase open. This means you can go in and readjust all your positions. So buy and sell once per project per phase. That's the maximum activity. There's a bit more though to the investor role, because there's also a journal available for investors. Again, it's in the engagement section up here. It gives you the option to write notes about your investments and reflections on the Peaqs sessions in general. Just give your reflection a headline, let's call it the project name so I can easily discern my reflections, and then I'll start writing my thoughts. Once I'm done, I'll post it, and I can go back and edit as well further down the road. Just like you're always a single person investor, this journal is only for you and the administrator to see, so it's not available to all the other participants in the Peaqs session, not even if you're also an entrepreneur in a group project. So that was getting started as an investor. I hope you found this video useful. There are more tips for Peaqs at the bottom of the Manage Profile page or in the FAQ section on the Peaqs website. Thanks for watching.